Alright, that Gwent game needs to happen.
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Afraid to lose? No problem. I'll find someone else.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards.
Is he gonna have... This is supposed to be new cards now. Is he gonna have some of those, perhaps? Let's see. I'm curious. What kind of deck does he play? A monster deck. I think that's a monster deck. It looks like Aridin up there. Okay, so Decoy, 2 horns, it's probably too much. Ooh, matching pair. We have a spy, a medic. Those are good news. 3 heroes. Let's see, it's too many horns, probably. Oh, matching pair again. Actually, probably want to swap that out specifically. Ah, the horns are a bit much. I guess the horns on the stacked on the blue stripes might be kind of powerful. I want to have decoy around in case I want to retrieve somebody. For example, grabbing the medic to use them twice. Mixed opinions here. I feel like I could use a different card besides just a horn. A Scorch card, okay. I was hoping for another spy, but a Scorch can serve its own purposes. So first card's going to be spy. Hopefully draw another spy if I'm really lucky, which I wasn't. Oh god, 2 decoys and 2 Scorches. And they decoyed my spy immediately. Alright, that's fine. That means they're going to play it at me, which will give me the opportunity to play my own spy right back at them. Do I just come out strong? Why not? Philippa or Geralt? I don't know. Let's play something weak-ish. Maybe not go straight into heroes. Oh. He threw a monster with Scorch ranged. Destroys your enemy's strongest ranged card if the combined strength of all of his ranged cards is above 10. That's weird that he would open with that, given that it didn't work. Huh. He's not playing that spy yet, so I gotta be careful here. Let's see. I want to burn through his monsters if I can. Is it worth scorching already? I do have a backup Scorch. I don't necessarily want to invest more of my units onto the board yet. Although I do have a medic and the ability to revive the medic afterwards. Maybe I will. Between the medic and the decoy, I could revive 2 monsters. So it's not crazy to invest a little bit. Let's see here. Just throw another one out there. It'll give him something to try to match, and it'll lure out a Scorch if he has one. While blowing away units I can just bring back. Show me your Scorch. Oh, there's Thaler. Alright. Decoy. Knowing that it sacrifices one of my... It'll sacrifice basically one of my potential revives, but give me the ability to get more cards. Draug. There we go, he's investing more expensive cards on the board. That's what I want him to do, is play a bunch of cards in this first round while I throw it away. Hey, Dijkstra! The overly powerful rogue. That just encourages him to win. There's a Scorch. Oh, he just had another Scorching monster. He seems to have a lot of those. That's a neutral card? Oh yeah, I think I actually have that card. What's his power? Doubles the strength of all spy cards. Affects both players. Interesting. Interesting. Dijkstra, go. Give me more cards. We have a siege at Drusiri. We're up to 5 hero cards now. Let's see. I don't have anything. It's just these guys. Yeah. So yeah, I can play the medic and then decoy the medic and play the medic again, and that would get me those cards back. Although it looks like he's gonna let those spies die. He doesn't seem to have another decoy for them. Let's pass and let him win the first round. Try and catch up from 5 to 39 doesn't even make sense, obviously. Interesting, the monster stayed... His effect made the spy stay on the board. And he passed immediately. Okay. Somewhat unexpected. It does basically require me to play a card right away. And I don't want to start reviving those guys yet, so do I have to play my catapult even though it's kind of strong? Huh, it seems like a waste to throw away the catapult this quickly. Should I play one of my heroes just to let it happen? I don't currently have anything for the catapult, and it's unlikely at this point that I'll draw another card. So I think I'll let that one go. And now I win this round. Alright, final round. It's all about just burning through everything. Alright, his spy stays on the board still. He could still technically decoy it again. I drew a new card, where is it? Oh, I drew another hero. Alright, I have 6 hero cards to play, I guess I'll just get busy. He's gonna have to be really set up if he's gonna catch up with this. I really like the Northern Realms effect of drawing an extra card for winning. You usually win 2 rounds, so it's a really good trade-off. I'm definitely scorching away those 4 cards. Bye. Make him pay for not having that higher power version of the vampire. There we go again. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and burn them away too. How are those muster cards working for you right now? Bet you didn't think I had 2 of those. He's playing Geralt to match my Geralt. It's a mirror match. Let's find out if he has Ciri. Come at me, bro. Nope, he's got a Yennefer. Oh. That could have worrying consequences if he revives like a... Yep, he revived a spy. Alright, well, you know what I'm gonna do now. Thank you for bringing back Dijkstra. I'll be sure to spend 2 turns playing that while you burn through your remaining cards. Aleshin. He is completely out of cards. I've pretty much won this. Giving him 8 more power, but hopefully getting stuff that's worthwhile. Another spy! Why does he have 10 power? Oh, that's why everyone's so... That's why... I was gonna say 8 power seems overpowered for Dijkstra. He played that double spy power card effect at some point. I don't think I recognized when he did it exactly. But yep, I was figuring I'd probably draw more effective cards than in... Yeah, I win. I win. Let's go ahead and just experience the victory now since he's already passed. I'm always curious what they have in their hands when they pass. Like, is he actually completely out of interesting things to play? Are those 2 cards actually going to hinder him somehow? Or is he stupid? Because he could just be stupid. The AI has been stupid in the past. Don't want to alarm anybody. Alright, let's go ahead and revive. I can't revive an extra character, so we'll go with the catapult instead. There we go. And then activate my leader card to wipe out the weather. And we've got a strong victory here. 99 to 52. So I used up my decoys on subsequent spy encounters, so my original thing about reviving the medic didn't happen.
No stranger. Shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
I got a toad card.
So long.
A toad card. I believe that's the card he played against me then, which makes it a monster card that has a ranged Scorch, which makes sense. Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and just throw that in the deck. That's going to be worthwhile. I should probably read that real quick. 1 second. Destroy your enemy's strongest ranged combat units if the... Yeah. Big, bad, ugly, squats and sewers. Oh wait, is that... I think that's the description they gave the toad at some point during the quest, actually. Alright, so we have the Toad Prince card. I guess it makes sense that he'd give it to me. What's this? A letter to Olgierd. What's the letter to Olgierd? Is it the letter that we got from his brother? If so, the fact that I can just take it actually seems kind of messed up. Sir Olgierd, I write you this missive, my good sir, because I believe surprise attacks to be bad form. I wish to inform you that I will not tolerate any more such behavior on my land. If you should choose to surround yourself with a company of lewd rabble, Most unworthy of a nobleman. That, sir, is your private affair. It is not my place to interfere, but I do not intend to allow them to turn my property into an arena for their brawling and whoring. The next time you or your curls enter my demesne, you shall either respect my laws, or I will have you tied to a team of horses and dragged along the bottom of a rocky ravine. Consider this, good sir, before you and your company set foot on my lands again. Eric de Bois, often known as the Dauntless. So the usual death threats and taunts, and I know I'm sure it's shocking to you all that he would ruffle someone's feathers. Hello, barkeep.
Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
Oh right, this is a bar that we've been around before. All right.
So long.
Just wanted to check to see if he was a Gwent's character, but yeah, this is a. I forgot that we're meeting this character in a bar that I've definitely visited before. All right, now it's time to engage in another one of these DLC side quests. Last one. Oop, got stuck on the wrong side of the wall. You can do it! Yay! Last time we did it was one that there was a missing person. One of the bandits was looking for their mate. We found their corpse pretty good. And now, judging by the name of this thing called Without a Trace, I'm thinking we're looking for another missing person again. There seems to be a trend here.
Greetings. Is it herbs you seek? Medicines to mute a bashful maid's inhibitions? Or a concoction to raise your own courage for a second go?
That it? No other weeds or brews?
Aye. One to make your hair grow, another to do the opposite. An easer of pain, a calmer of heartburn. Tell me what ails you.
Know any advanced formulae? Maybe something you could teach me?
All I know I learned from Master Gremist of Skellige. Looking to apprentice yourself in the herbalist trade?
Nah, I just want to learn something new.
Call it what you will. You must sail across the great sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellig. There, in the sacred grove, the learned Master Gremist will judge whether you're fit to be his pupil.
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Of course I'm gonna click that option if it's given to me. We gotta click those new cards, DLC cards, yo. Ooh, we have a spy. Half of each pair. A boring trebuchet. Probably getting rid of the boring trebuchet. Scorch, yeah, Scorch can still be handy. Mysterious Elf! Oh my god, double spies, and it's the best spy, the one that they can't turn against me. Although it's kind of fun to pass it back and forth sometimes. Do I want Scorch? He is playing a Scoia'tael, so they do have some muster cards, which Scorch can be handy for. Let's get rid of the weaker of the couple, maybe? Yeah. Got rid of Blue Stripes, drew a scat. We can decoy the medic. That'll be useful. Everything has its place. Let's throw in Dijkstra right away. The sooner we throw monsters at them that they can use to increase their power, the more likely they are to suddenly be like, "Oh no, we're already winning. I guess we'll pass." And if you trick them into passing fast enough in the first round, they might actually just they might just say, "All right, I guess we won. We're done here," and then they'll be quitting with like a disgustingly small score. Then you just swoop in and take all the points anyway. Nope, they're building up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sweep this game pretty bad. I'm throwing in these. Oh, I only drew a Scorch and a Decoy. That's a bummer. Yeah, they're halfway through their hand. Wow, Scoia'tael really sucks, doesn't it? I think in the Grand Tournament, didn't I defeat the Scoia'tael deck on my first try, and that's supposed to be like the best Scoia'tael has to offer? Like, Jesus Christ, I gave him 3 cards. Granted, they're weak cards. In fact, one of them's 0, so I gave him 2 cards, and he played half of his hand already, and he has 25 power? For real? Like, even though I've been letting him win, basically, I could still just swoop in and win this round pretty easily. Boom! There goes your 4s. How's that feel? Next round, I'm gonna take your 3s. Oh, he passed, did he? I'll show him what happens when he passes. There goes all your 3s. Bam, you have 5 power. How you doing? Here's a shitty that thing. I win. Good job, Scoia'tael. Your deck is so good and totally fairly balanced and totally has an equal chance of winning, just like everybody else. By the way, I have 45 points of hero cards in my hand, so... Oh, Scoia'tael's adorable. It's so adorable. It thinks it's people. Look at that. Look at it mustering. It doesn't even have cards to muster. He has a muster card in his deck, and he doesn't have other cards for it to muster. Why does he have that in his deck? It's just a shitty 5 power. Oh well. I guess I'll just destroy him real quick, and we'll just get on with this. And we'll have a grand old time. Next card. Batter up. Clear weather. You wish. I guess I'll just start playing things now. Let's go revive that card that I killed. There. Now I've lost 0 cards. Because he's back too. If he has a Scorch, he can play it on that guy. Nope, he has Rain. Alright. That's the end of his turns. And I have the thing that gets rid of that, so we're good. But even if he did destroy stuff, I could have just used the, Alright, he passed, so let's go ahead and get rid of the weather effect real quick. There we go. So, even if he destroyed something with a Scorch, I have 2 decoys ready to use my medic over and over again. Oh, we have a horn to use. Score comparison, that is 1920. So that one will be worth more. Alright, 104 to 16. You really... This wasn't fair at all. This wasn't fair at all. Give me your DLC card, I need it. Give it to me. Wow, so the overall powers are 110 to 21. That is the lowest scores my opponents have ever had in any game, I think. Ah, 20 crowns. Oh, there we go, tour reveal. I was gonna be really... Oh right, I forgot we do a bet for money. I was concerned for a moment there that he was gonna not give me an actual card, and I was gonna be concerned. So the card he gave me is most likely Scoia'tael, because that's who he's playing. There we go. Tour reveal. I'll gladly kill you from up close, stare in your eyes, but you reek human. So it's a 2-power ranged Scoia'tael card. I don't understand. I don't get it. I've seen the other 3 decks be powerful, and I get some elements of how to strategize with each one. I don't know what Scoia'tael's for. I don't know why it exists. I don't know how you're supposed to play it or be good at it. Like, look at that. Brand new card. Probably a DLC card, because of the fact that I got it from a DLC quest. And it's a 2-power generic. And here's a 5-power generic. There's a 1-power generic. Like, what do you do with these cards? How do you make those win? Is there really anything that's like an effective strategy? I don't see one. Oh well.
Hey there.
Poor guy never stood a chance.
Hear about the contract.
Whew, a taker at long last. Poverty in everyone's lips, but when you've a job to give, no one's eager. Folk are lazy, that's the truth of it.
Stick to the point if you don't mind.
Right. Sorry for the chatter. I'm anxious, is all. Been so long without any word. It's my apprentice, Falkert. I sent him to the Dead White Wood. You know, the forest near Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd run out of hand fibre, see, and the damned stuff grows thick as weeds there.
Let me guess. Hasn't returned.
Yes. No, he hasn't. Please, find him and bring him back safe and sound.
No promises, but I can certainly look for him. Any distinguishing features? How will I recognize him?
I've got to think on that. Well, he's a halfling, as I am. Light hair. Will that do?
It'll have to. So long.
A halfling with light hair. I feel like I never see halflings not wearing hats, frankly. Alright, we'll see what we can find. Did I just slide down the stairs? Power slide. We've actually got a way to go for this one. Hey, Roach. Need to catch a ride. We're going north a good 700 paces. Oop. Is this the right way to... Yeah! Wargs, no! Don't bother me! Oh, I think I just ran over a warg. Didn't even really fully process that as being an option. Alright. Spoilers, horses are bigger than wolves. Surprise. I'm always kind of guarded by how short some of these distances actually turn out to be. I guess I'm playing some other open world games where 700 whatever is actually a big distance compared to what you can cover with the horse in The Witcher. What are those things? Excuse me? I think that's a new icon for me. It's not showing up on the map. Now it's... They're like weird vortex icons that seem to be underground. I'm not sure what's going on there. Huh. Hidden treasure? I like hidden treasure. Oh, it's... damn it. It's my least... possibly my least favorite enemy in the entire game. Douchey harpies. Howdy, y'all. Just gonna quen up real quick. Oh, goodness me. Who's being rude? And you're on fire. How you feeling, buddy? How's it working out for you? Being on fire. Nope. You're on fire too now. Everyone gets to be on fire. Yay. Yay. Horrible sounds of screaming, burning women. Bird women, though, so it's not as freaky. No one really cares about how birds get treated. Ow, shit. I really thought that was going to hit someone else there. It's definitely one of the tougher things about using spells in this game is that sometimes they'll just like be like, ah, we're gonna go after that guy, specifically for reasons. Let's get a little bit of that. Yeah, I got my shield, got my health back. Yep. Nope. I'm getting stuck on a tiny stump on the ground. No. Ow. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to get a quen up real quick so that I can light you on fire. I guess that might explain your incentive to stop me. Come get me. There we go. Oh, that one just fell clean off the wall. That's awesome. You're on fire. Any surprises coming my way? There you are. There we go. Who else is left? Is it just the one down there? That's good news. You gonna take flight again so I don't have to come down to you? Hey, buddy. Yep. You're on fire now. You're on fire. Fixed. Whole situation resolved. Is this the hidden treasure? Nicholas Vogel's laboratory notebook, a chest, Ard, bunch of other stuff that's less immediately crazy. What's the deal with this one? Is it nearby? This is probably a vanilla quest, and not an expansion one. Fragment of Nicholas Vogel's laboratory notebook. I've acquired the eggs. They cost a fortune and left me with barely enough funds to pay the rent for my laboratory. But now I can begin my work in earnest. I'll soon show those pea-brain admirals of ours that airborne armies are the future of warfare, and the first such army shall be my creation, and shall proudly bear the name of the Redenian Air Force. They've hatched. Never seen harpies so tiny and, dare I say, cute. They have no bosoms yet, but they have enormous heads and equally enormous appetites, bird-like, through and through. My first attempts at taming them have brought promising results. The young harpies eat out of our hands, and sometimes eat our hands as well. My assistant's already lost 2 fingers. The Elderman of Hedel came skittering into our tower, desperately bawling about spiders plaguing his village, begging for our help, weeping for their picked-upon livestock and offspring, who suffer the most from the arachnoid's bites. Huh. One swarm of mindless eating machines preying on another. How dare he interrupt my work on the Wunderwaft for such banalities? Instead of the arachnicide he requested, I gave him a bottle of arachnomore pheromones. Won't he be in for a surprise? But do peasants not say spiders and snakes a happy home make? I'm sure I've heard them say something of the sort. Our funds are nearly exhausted. I shall be forced to take something from the rainy day stash I hid from Hubert in the top floor of the tower. The bulk of our outflow goes towards the purchase of pork, which the harpies devour in gargantuan quantities. Perhaps if we were to dress one up in Redanian armor now and present it at court, the king himself would become our patron. No, the entire squadron must be present, else Radovid will deem the whole undertaking a farce. It seems our harpies have grown tired of pork. I found the scraps of Hubert's overalls in one of the cages. No great loss. Hubert had already lost 18 fingers feeding them. Couldn't even grip a broom. Catastrophe struck. Someone opened all the cages and let out all the harpies. I'm sure I'll find them wheezing their last in the grass outside the tower. After all, no one has fed them for a week. Wow. That's a bit dark, isn't it? So apparently, this was a crazy laboratory to try to create a Redanian air force using custom-bred harpies. And it's gone horribly wrong, and they just escaped and killed people and stuff. And then I killed all of them, so I guess it wasn't that good of an air force is what I'm getting at. Because, yeah, one Witcher took them all out. That's not going to get me anywhere, is it? That's just a big collapsed passage. You might as well find what they left here. Oh god, let's maybe not jump right off that. Let's maybe take the longer way down, instead of straight up getting myself killed there. So we need a way into that tower. Hit. A little bit of climbing. There we go. I see a door over there. It's probably the way to go. I guess we'll just hop down.
Just wonderful.
Gross. Just one big ass pile of bodies. So someone was hungry, as it turns out. A lot of blood to be found. There we go. Create a few lights along the way if I can. Boom. I'm always ready for mood lighting. Anything else? No. The chest might have something in it. Alkahest. Always good to find. And I thought I just lit all the books on fire for a second there. I was like, why did you do that? Why would you do that, Geralt? What do you have against knowledge? What did knowledge do to you? A little bit more. More alcohol. Alright. A little higher. Hit. Oh, tell me yep. Wasn't sure if I could grab it for a second there. I was kind of worried I was going to get stuck. Oopsie daisy. What do you got around here? Where's your treasure? I'm a little surprised that the body wasn't the hidden treasure, because he actually had a relatively substantial amount of loot on him compared to most. Am I going up here? Looks like I am. Oh. This is quite the ruins. We're almost getting into Dying Light territory of building climbing. Huh? Oh wow, I actually made that jump. Wasn't sure if that was going to work out for me. So this is the nest. Is this actually is there actually a thing here? Oh, there's even more up here. This building keeps going. Oh, there's a chest. New Moon Trousers. The Pionex runestone. Other words. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Go and reselect the correct quest again without a trace. What's the New Moon Trousers do? 18 extra armor. Well, I'm wearing my right trousers right now. Bludgeoning, slashing, 20% crit bonus on damage, 4% chance of critting. Not bad. No casting bonus though. By the way, I realize I'm still wearing my my ornate robe, the cosmetic item. I kind of just want to run around in it for a while. See, One of the things that actually is kind of disappointing to me about this game is that they give you these sets, like the Griffin set and stuff like that, and they kind of incentivize focusing on that stuff because each set is built for a different playstyle. So you find the one fit for your playstyle, and generally it seems to be better than pretty much anything else you can find. And there's the promise of upgrading it frequently as you level up, so you don't even have to worry about it becoming outclassed, which is fine for a number of reasons. But from a visual perspective, I found it a little disappointing because I would often be like, oh, I wish I would be finding new armor all the time so I could just look different. But it was often a suboptimal decision to switch to shittier armor. But I'm gonna go ahead and let that happen for now, because I kind of wanted to run around in this cool robe with its longer shape. I mean, Geralt looks pretty goddamn cool in that costume in general. Even if the Witcher talisman loses its goddamn physicsy mind every time he moves around in a cutscene. But we'll just let that pass. We're looking for Fulkert's tracks in the dead white wood. We're getting close. Oh, hello. Bye. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was looking at my mini-map. I mean, that thing the real map in real life that exists for real and it's on paper and is not a floating thing in the middle of my vision, because this is not a video game, it's a fantasy world and it's living and breathing. Looking for tracks. Not a lot of luck so far. This is a surprisingly big area to have to look for tracks in. Any luck, Mr. Geralt? Buddy old pal? Oh, well, this is getting awkward. I guess I'll start on the path. Let's go to the beginning of the path. And we'll just try to see if the tracks show up on the path itself. Hey, horsey. Anything? Oh, here we go. There's something. There's at least a wagon.
Herbalist's cart. Got some blood here. Blood. Dried. A few days old.
Where's it gonna lead us? It's so quiet and weirdly peaceful here. There's no environmental music happening. There's not even like, you can't even really hear the rain clearly. There's just like a weird rustling of branches. It sounds weirdly insectoid, actually. Like I briefly thought that those spider creatures were just in the area.
Trail's gone cold. Need to look around. Ask. Maybe someone's seen him.
Oh yeah, I get the feeling we're gonna find something about that right here in the little village here. That would be my educated guess, but don't listen to me, I'm only a witcher. Alright, inhabitants. Oh, there's some inhabitants. I clicked on a peasant, I got water.
Jude! Sharp now! We've company! What's brought you to these parts, master? Lost your way?
No. Looking for someone.
Ah, do tell. Perhaps we can help.
What is this place, exactly?
A village? Plain to see?
Abandoned huts is about all I see.
Aye. It's only us now. Young folk have gone off to the city seeking work, and the old have all died. Ain't that right, Judd?
Right as rain.
Looking for someone named Fulkert. Light-haired halfling. Ring any bells?
Aye. Saw a little one round here. Out picking herbs.
Till he got hurt. Ran across a trail of blood. Trail led me here.
Tis just as you say. Wolves had attacked him. He fled here seeking shelter. I told him, back to your city, young master. Plenty such dangers hereabouts. But the fool was stubborn. Said he had to pick his blooms aforehand. into the woods. And that were the last of him. Heard howling that night. Sent shivers down my spine.
So where are his remains? Wolves would have left something. His boots, maybe.
Didn't go looking. But he's too old to go tramping about in the woods.
So long.
Alright. Guess there's a lot to work on. Oh! Quite a distance once again. Well, Mr. Herbalist, we've got news for you.
Hey there. Volkert, your apprentice. I know what happened to him.
Out with it. I've gone near daft with worry.
Found some witnesses. Claim wolves attacked him. He survived at first, then went back in the woods to harvest more herbs. His luck ran out.
A treasure, that lad. Dutiful. Mannered. Such a shame. Well, here's your gold. I trust it will serve you well.
Well, that was a tad uneventful, wasn't it? Quest kind of just amounted to going and investigating a location. Alright, well, next I think we're going back up to the, yeah, we'll probably look into the auction next.